Hi, this is Bethany Marshall, and I'm the publishing director here at Morgan James Publishing. And today I have the good fortune of talking with our author, Ben Fauske. And Ben is the author of Authentic Confidence, The Secret to Loving Your Work and Leading an Unstoppable Career. And Ben, well, hello. First
Hi,
of
how
all,
are you?
congratulations. I'm good. Thank you. And congratulations. And thank you so much for sharing a few minutes with me today to talk about your new book release.
Yeah, you bet. Excited for it.
So I want to just kind of dive right on in with some questions about your book and your topic and some of the content that you share with your readers and your message. So I think, first of all, I'd like to know, why is the topic of confidence an important topic for you?
Yeah. Well, it's a personal one for me. So when I graduated from college, I had 8 jobs in 8 years. And I was miserable. I was frustrated. I was about to quit my 8th job. And I realized that something wasn't going well. And what I discovered was that confidence issues for me was really the core of that. So I had a family friend that said, Ben, you got 2 choices. You can either check out and just survive work like most people do, or you can find out what it is that you really want to do and figure that out. So I started out by reading leadership books. So I read about Jack Welch in the morning and Mother Teresa in the afternoon, and I was more confused than ever. And I actually discovered that recording artists had the same journey that I was going through. No matter how famous their parents were, no matter what they were given, they really had to figure out this process of discovering confidence for themselves, moving from obscurity to influence. So I actually discovered, after studying them for years, a pattern. They all followed the same pattern to work through their confidence issues. So I applied that pattern to my career, and I went from hating my work to loving it, and people started asking me questions, and I eventually launched the Authentic Confidence process and wrote the book that I'm very excited about. And so to me, that was really, it's a personal, because when I coach others and they're struggling, I can completely remember that point in my life when I was struggling. So I love walking alongside others and helping them find the confidence, because I believe every single person deserves to love their career. And often confidence issues are what are getting in our way. So if we can help find confidence and help coach confidence in others, and then help people work with people on various different elements and spectrums, then it's really a key to successful career.
I could not agree with you more. And can we get another look at that front cover there?
Yes. So
Oh,
there it is. Excited about it.
yeah. And I love what you said there about there being patterns. Could you elaborate there just a little bit about, some of those patterns that you've seen?
Yeah. So, for example, a lot of the artists, so one of the, I think, myths that people have about confidence is that you're born with it or you aren't. And that actually isn't true. Depending on the situation, we can have great deals of confidence or low confidence. And when you studied these artists, they had to discover really what confidence was for themselves. And there's 5 steps that they went through: significance, competence, authenticity, leverage, and empathy. So all of them had to go through that exact same process. And significance, I want a meaningful, exciting career. My career is going to matter. Competence, who am I modeling my career after? Who's gone where I would like to go? Who can I learn from? Authenticity, then, you don't want to stop just at emulating your heroes. You have to create your own sound and your own music. And once you do that, then you move into the leverage phase to say, okay, now I started off emulating someone else. Now I have my own version. Now it's time to communicate that and coach other people. So one of the parts I loved about learning about these musicians is, like Sir Paul McCartney, I mean, one of the Beatles, had an amazing career, and he's still helping younger artists today. So in the confidence process, once you learn this new skill, once you overcome and resolve the confidence challenge in your own career, the real fulfillment is teaching it to others. And that's what I get the opportunity to do every day. So that's my favorite part, is helping someone else overcome their confidence challenges. So because leaders, there's lots of different personalities. Many different personalities can be successful as a leader. However, as a leader, if you have over or under confidence, it really limits your influence. And when you can find that authentic confidence and then teach it to other people, to me, that's the most fulfilling work we can do as leaders. So it's very personal. It's very exciting for
That's so insightful and practical as well. So I'm sure there's lots of other golden nuggets within the book itself. So I kind of want to elaborate there a little bit too. So how does having authentic confidence help others?
me. Yeah. Well, the first step is there's a profile. So we all have a confidence bias. There's actually 6 profiles that are described in the book: peacekeeper, friend maker, inquisitor, negotiator, driver, and convincer. And so each of us are born with a bias. And actually, when you look at the science, UCLA has done research. We actually have a genetic bias towards our confidence. So we're born with that. That's where we start, but that isn't where we end. And when you learn where you are on the confidence continuum, which profile you are, and then you learn the profile of the person you're coaching, you actually have a language that you can use, that you can relate to them right where they are in their confidence challenges. Because the same advice does not apply when it comes to confidence. Someone with underconfidence challenges, you coach them very differently than someone with overconfidence challenges. And how you approach that really determines how receptive they are to the feedback and the coaching that you have. And when you can find that profile that fits them, and you know what your profile are, then really you have a great common understanding of how to help them overcome and resolve their challenges. So really, and there's an assessment that goes along with the book that really helps you determine where you are and where your team is, and it's a great team exercise to help you understand more and make it normal, common language instead of making it, sometimes confidence challenges, people don't want to talk about it because they feel nervous that they're going to say something wrong or they're going to offend someone. So this book really gives you a framework and safe language around how to communicate with others.
Wow, that's such an important thing, to have a common language amongst your team so everyone can be communicating in the same way. That's really powerful right there. So could you explain a little bit more about these confidence profiles and how you could see individuals and teams actually using them?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I started doing this coaching, I started to discover that there were different people that accepted my advice differently. And I said, okay, this person was a lot like me, and they were really readily accepting my advice. And people who weren't like me, who had different confidence challenges, it took me much longer to get there. So I started to take notes. What do these different groups of people have in common? And as I took notes, I realized that there's really 6 different separate profiles that make up the confidence continuum. And so then I started to really communicate with that person in the way that I believe that they communicated with me. So I was reflecting, I was moving up and down the confidence continuum to meet that audience. So for example, in a manufacturing situation, people on the shop floor getting the work done, very proud of their work, they're often humble, hardworking people. And so when I would approach that group, I would think of that profile and think about what they would want, how they would want to be communicated with. And then I'd move into supervisors and leaders, and really they're more negotiators and inquisitors. And I'd start asking great questions. What if we could do this? And what do you think about this? And then I would work with executives and boardrooms, and there they wanted much more direct feedback, much more clear. I think we should do this by this date, and here's the result if we do it. And so I had to learn how to move myself up and down the continuum. And then people were asking me, Ben, I know you talk about over and under confidence, but where do I fit in that? How do I know where my bias is? And actually, in working with Morgan James, we really developed this for the book. This was originally a piece that wasn't going to be a part of the original book, and I'm so glad we included it, because really now people, when they're reading the book, they want to go, okay, this is great, but where do I fit? How do I know where I stand? How do I know what my bias is? And so now that when they take the assessment, reading the book becomes a richer experience, because they can self-identify throughout the entire book and learn what their profile is and how they can relate to others. And then when they share the book with their team, the team self-identifies, and now you just start a very safe conversation for people to work through those confidence challenges.
Amazing. What a powerful resource that this can be, not only for just individuals, but for groups to work together collectively towards a common goal. I think that's an incredible resource. And we're so proud of this book, and we're so proud of you and your efforts and all of the all of the effort that goes into the writing and the editing and the publishing of a book. It's very demanding of an author. So we're just incredibly proud of you and your determination through this process, and proud to have you as one of our authors, and so excited to celebrate with you the launch of Authentic Confidence. So thanks for being you, Ben, and for bringing this message to the world.
Yeah, and thank you. Morgan James has been fabulous, great partner, really walking alongside and helping me through the entire process. It's been fabulous. And just like, to me, when you think about choosing a partner, it's a really big deal. So I was really glad that I selected Morgan James as a partner, because that's what it feels like. And, that's how I work with my clients. They're my friends. I'm partners. I'm invested in them finding the success, and they do the real work. I'm just the guide that comes alongside. I'm a co-journeyer in the confidence journey. So I still have lots of things that I'm working on, and I just love walking alongside others and helping them find the career that they deserve. So thank you for helping me through this process.
Incredible. Well, thanks for spending some time with us today, and congratulations, and best of luck with this new journey.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.